Hey, buddy, it looks like I'm supervising you now.
Like, I've heard so many people say that dolphins are like the next closest thing to humans, but like, I've always wanted to know if they are that way too. So I bought a bunch of rupees, went outside every night. Oh, hey, Professor.
Welcome, class. You've all done well by choosing this school. Here at the Middington College for the Compassion Impaired, we take pride in the fact that our school is the only one in the world that has not become a liberal brainwashing facility. My name is Professor Bubba Eimwright. This course will teach you delicate art of being an American conservative and blindly voting Republican on all the issues in the future. Now, let's begin with the basics. American conservatives are collectively called the political right. Now, can anyone tell me what the opposite of the right is?
Left.
That's incorrect. It's actually the wrong. Therefore, American conservatives make up the political right, and American liberals make up the political wrong. This is why you can be sure that when you vote Republican, you're automatically getting your opinions on any of the issues correct.
I don't agree with some of the Republican stances on some issues.
Just think about this. The age of the average Republican voter is 82 years old. Imagine how much older and wiser they are. With that much life experience, you can be pretty sure that a Republican has thought the issues through quite clearly.
I suppose.
Now then, in the next few minutes, I'd like to tell you all about the issues and your opinions on them. First, let's start with abortion. Abortion is obviously cold-blooded murder, and so is contraception. Statistics have shown that 99% of women have admitted to using contraception at some point in their lives. Therefore, 99% of women are the devil and deserve to be burned at the stake. Now let's move on.
Excuse me, Professor. I think you're being a little unfair here. I mean, there's a big difference between an egg and a human being.
Even so, all those eggs could have one day become human beings. Think about this. In the last 40 years, there have been 50 million abortions in America. That's 50 million innocent lives gone. 50 million individuals who did not have a chance to be. That's 50 million jobs. 50 million tax-evading, God-fearing souls.
Well, but still, I mean, abortions usually take place when the so-called baby is little more than a cluster of cells feeding off of its host. I mean, it's basically a tumor.
It's not a tumor! You got something to say to me, Connie? I thought not. Now, where was I? Alright, okay. Conservatives detest contraception, even though the vast majority of us practice it anyway.
Guess he's not the sort of person that finds dead baby jokes amusing.
I mean, of course not. He probably doesn't believe that dead baby jokes are, you know, anything to be joked about. He probably thinks it's some sort of left-wing propaganda that's created by the liberals to get people to accept abortion.
Actually, dead baby jokes were originally invented by conservatives.
What? No way.
It's true. We needed a way to weed out the socialists from our party. So if a person in our party laughed at such a joke, they were obviously a socialist and had to be done away with. It's kind of a World War II-ish sort of code that we used. Very modern, very recent. Anyway, we're getting off topic. We're supposed to be talking about abortion.
I get why you think that abortion is wrong, Professor, but unwanted pregnancies and a walk in the park, women have to deal with morning sickness and back pain and enlarged bellies.
I'm not familiar with that information. Quite frankly, I'm appalled that you would even bring it up. It offends my deepest religious sensibilities.
Excuse me, Professor. May I please go to the bathroom?
Absolutely not. I'm offended that you would even ask. It offends my deepest religious sensibilities. Anyway. Now then, let's talk about our next big issue, gay marriage. What are your kids' opinions on gay marriage?
I support it.
You're incorrect. I'm sorry. Anyone else?
I don't support it. I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman.
Very good. How about Bible?
Excuse me, Professor. It seems like you're being really close-minded.
Yeah, really, what do you have against gay people?
Hey, I have nothing against gays. I have friends that are gay. My own brother is gay. Of course, my family disowned him. We haven't spoken in 27 years, and he's probably dead, considering we left him in the middle of the desert to fend for himself. But the point still holds.
Professor, why do you hate people who are different than you?
Oh, you got it all wrong. I do not hate people. In fact, I deeply care about people that are different and want to help, especially homosexuals.
Really?
I do. I believe that there's still hope for them. We can save them, turn them straight as an arrow, no matter how twisted they are. I deeply believe that. Anyway, now that misunderstanding is cleared up, let's move on to our next issue, gun rights. Now for this I'd like to do a demonstration on how completely safe guns are when handled appropriately. So, does anyone have their gun on them?
Of course not.
That's completely insane.
Oh, I left mine in my locker.
Now kids, I'm disappointed in you. The syllabus says to come prepared to class with all relevant classwork materials.
I did. I brought everything students are supposed to carry around. I've got my pen, my notebook, I've got a calculator somewhere around here.
Calculator? We conservatives don't need calculators. We make up numbers to suit our needs. So, gun rights. The Constitution guarantees every American the right to bear arms. But the liberal scum is trying to take that right away from us, even as we speak. Let me tell you a story. When my son turned 3, I gave him a water pistol. No one gave me any flack about it. When he turned 4, I gave him an AK-47. Then some leftist cop took it away from me and accused me of being a bad parent. Me, a bad parent, just because I gave my son away to defend himself.
Defend himself from what?
From all the other 4-year-olds who were packing heat. What else? They don't even probably know how to use them. Their temper tantrums become shooting sprees. That's why every American citizen needs to be guaranteed the right to carry guns with them at all times. Finally, let's talk about this so-called global warming. Global warming has officially been dispelled as the liberals' Loch Ness monster. Statistics have shown that there is no correlation between the actions of man and the average temperature of the planet.
Excuse me, do you have a kind of report or something to document this claim that you're making?
I will show you that report as soon as you show me President Obama's birth certificate.
I could definitely do that. He officially released it.
Oh no, I'm talking about the one from Kenya, not the forged Hawaiian one.
You're still avoiding telling me the evidence that you're talking about. You say that humans have no impact on global warming. Prove it.
I did say that. It was not intended to be a factual statement.
I see.
Now then, let's begin with the demonstration part of our lecture. Would you and you please come to the front of the room? I'm sure you've all heard about Rush Limbaugh's amazing political maneuver in his debate with Sandra Fluke about contraception.
It was more like a completely unnecessary and untrue outburst that took the conversation entirely off course.
Right, that's what I said, an amazing political maneuver. So, such underhandedness is the basis of all politics and should be passed on to our proud progeny. So we shall practice this. I want you to spark up a calm, controlled, relaxed, yet passionate debate with your colleague here. Then, somewhere in the middle of it, I want you to deliver a sneaky, underhanded, overkill blow. And
So, as I was saying, marriage is an institution between a man and a woman. It's always been that way.
Every tradition eventually gets outmoded, and when it does, it should be done away with. We now have a great group of people in this country, people with rights, who only love each other and want to get married.
The Bible condemns homosexuality.
The Bible is not an outline for running this country. The Constitution is. And the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights. The Declaration speaks of life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. All three are included in this issue.
If you want to talk about civil liberties, civil unions are allowed in some states already.
If this country was truly united and free, civil unions would be allowed everywhere for everyone.
It takes a truly intelligent dyke to recognize that.
well done, my man, well done. I'll call in a favor from Rush. We'll make you a writer in no time.
All right.
Well, kids, the class is about to end. Your homework assignment is to read the Bible, cover to cover. Underline anything that really catches your interest.
I'm assuming you mean like the metaphors and stuff, right?
Eh? There are no metaphors in the Bible. Now, class is dismissed.
You know what? I think the Army's looking pretty good right now.
You mean the Peace Corps?
That was so inspiring.
This evaluation is terrible. I could get fired. Eimwright.
It's just isn't fair. teach that Euron guy a lesson.
Eimwright.
You're wrong.
You xenophobic, creationist, fear-mongering, fat cat son of a super PAC.
You anarchistic, loudmouth, occupying, hybrid-driving mother filibuster.
This is for Rick Santorum's existence.
This is for Hillary Clinton's existence.
This is for the Taxpayer Protection Pledge.
This is for the Obamacare mandate. This is for
America!
Ron Paul, 2012.